स्वप्न गांधी जी का अब साकार करना है, स्वच्छता का देश में त्योहार करना है।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपनी ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
हमसे निकलेगी स्वच्छता की एक नदी, छल 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 कल 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 एक धुली सी जिंदगी। स्वच्छता की ज्योत लेकर घर घर जाएंगे, साफ सुथरी रोशनी में सब नहाएंगे।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने, ये वादा कर लिया हमने, ये वादा कर लिया
Any sports meet is an event comprising of fierce competition, challenges, wins, defeats, and creation of records. The National Games Kerala 2015. Amongst the plethora of challenges, the one challenge that the National Games had set for itself and created a record of sorts by successfully meeting it was the Green Protocol.
When 35th National Games were organized in Kerala, the organizing committee decided to observe the Green Protocol in all the game sites. This decision took everybody by surprise. The organizing committee was in fact saying no disposable will be used, no water bottles will be used. Measures will be taken to ensure the generation of waste is kept to the minimum.
The Green Protocol stressed the fact that it is not only necessary to clean up after the National Games. It is important that the National Games do not generate any waste. The Green Protocol that we adopted went into every aspect of the conduct of the National Games, whether it was the conduct of the sports, whether it was catering, whether it was merchandising, whether it was cleaning, whether it was the way the sanitary facilities were arranged, the way the food was served. All these aspects, they were covered by the Green Protocol.
In a country which is struggling to handle waste, GP, that is Green Protocol, was an effort to showcase how consistent efforts can lead to a workable model of waste management. It was an effort to showcase a model based on judicious and sustainable management of resources through maximum recovery and recycling of resources from waste. Prevention of waste generation occupied the top position in the waste management hierarchy. This sports event was used as a medium to showcase how teamwork can bring about nothing short of an environmental revolution in the society and in governance, of an effort to open a window towards the future of waste management, or rather sustainable management of resources for this country and for this planet, and is a story of the progress of man towards better environment. Two members of the committee started participating in various committee meetings where Green Protocol was to be observed.
Initially, we were made the executive coordinator, and Dr. Manoj was made the joint executive coordinator of Green Protocol Committee. So this Green Protocol Committee took a series of decisions, the first one of which would be to clean up the venues before the National Games. So we started doing an activity called Garbage to Garden, wherein we would clean up the venues along with public participation, including resident welfare associations and volunteers from various organizations.
Convincing people on the possibilities of a disposable-free event was not an easy one. People were concerned about hygiene, about logistics, and about the practicality of the idea. Their doubts and questions filled in the blanks that were there in the blueprint. Observing Green Protocol needed public participation, cooperation, and acceptance. The message that this Games will be a clean and green Games had to go loud and clear well before the start of the Games. So, it was decided to carry out a host of awareness generation activities. That's when the mascot of Suchitwa mission, Kathu, the crow, joined hands with the mascot of National Games, Ammu, the hornbill.
As the part of National Games, we organize a awareness program, Ammu and Kathu clean up venues, to spread the messages of Green Protocol among the people. Ammu is the mascot of National Games, and the Kathu is a crow model. It's a mascot of Suchitwa mission. These mascot with the musics and the volunteers of National Games running around the venues and clean up all the venues. And they also running around the colleges and schools on the premises and surroundings of the National Games venues, and they set up several awareness program and cleanup drives with the help of the schools and college students for spreading the messages.
Together, they kick-started Ammu and Kathu Clean Venues, an initiative by which various community groups like resident associations, students, police, Chamber of Commerce, sports councils, etc. were requested to take charge of waste dump spots in and around the venues. This activity in itself was a message of the importance of segregation. The biodegradable waste was put in a grow bag with the sapling of ornamental plants. The dump sites were converted into beautiful gardens overnight. Segregated recyclable waste was stored in separate bags. Cleaned up areas and the garden were monitored and maintained on a daily basis. Suchitwa mission pitched in with sanitary materials like hand gloves, face mask, etc. The basic idea was to communicate the necessity of stopping the excesses, reducing the waste generation, requirement of segregation at source, and dangers in irrational conveniences. The Green Protocol initiative focused on two main themes. A. Despise the disposables. B. Information, Education and Communication, that is IEC program. Before the start of the Games, a few press releases were sent out mentioning the importance of green and clean games, the Green Protocol initiative, and the contribution of the volunteers or students enlisted for the same. The volunteers were the life of the Green Protocol. Suchitwa mission brought in volunteers of its own, expanding the battalion into an army. A total of 611 volunteers were identified across all the 7 districts. The volunteers were basically school and college students from various youth organizations like NSS, NCC, Bharat Scouts and Guides, Students Police Corps, Youth Welfare Board, and others. The activities of the entire Games were as follows. Activity number 1. The Green Welcome. As and when the delegates of the National Games were arriving, they were given a green welcome. They were welcomed with water served in steel tumblers, and volunteers cordially inviting them to a Green Games and requesting them to comply with Green Protocol all through the Games. Activity number 2. The creation of a green zone. No plastic items, including packages, bottles, etc. were allowed beyond that point without a sticker costing Rs 10 stuck on the item as deposit money. A group of patient and friendly volunteers would inspect each and every bag, would stick the sticker and collect rupees 10 for each such sticker. Money was returned only upon the return of the stickered item out of the venue. Activity number 3. The green water supply chain. Water was sold in steel glasses at rupees 2 per glass and rupees 5 per bottle that were given for refill. Volunteers kept moving around with jugs and glasses. Another set of volunteers kept washing the glasses with disinfectant solutions and replenishing the glasses. Activity number 4. The green catering. A complete ban on usage of disposables was observed in the catering area. Only reusable cutleries were allowed to be used. Beverages were also served only in reusable glasses. Activity number 5. Green messages. Spectators were engaged in various types of cultural activities through which IEC messages were constantly given out. Banners, videos of Dare to Clean program of Suchitwa mission, constant announcements saying that they were in a zero-waste venue, they need to segregate, etc., and other cultural programs were constantly bombarding people with green messages. Activity number 6. Nature's green recycle. Whatever waste was generated was segregated waste. Hence, the food waste was composted and the recyclable waste was sent for recycling. Apart from the above all, dustbins and gazebos were made out of bamboo through Bamboo Corporation of Kerala. All green messages were given using environment-friendly materials like cloth banners. To the extent possible, all PVC flex materials with polypropylene were discarded.
National Games was expected to generate 1,000 tons of waste, but as a point of fact, it generated only 60. We prevented the generation of 940 tons of waste, and the 60 tons of biodegradable waste that we generated was unavoidable, and we processed it. We composted it near the Games village, adopting very, very ecologically friendly norms.
Green Protocol as of today has truly become a movement in Kerala. So far, some of the major programs like Honorable Chief Minister's Jan Samparka Paribadi, the state CPIM party meet, the congregation of 30 lakh women for Attukal Pongala, Sukapuram Athiratharam in Punnani of Mallapuram district, School Mahotsav, Malayattur festival etc. observed Green Protocol.
Now, just not in public functions. My knowledge is that many private functions, political parties, social organizations, or even private marriages, people have stopped using disposables, observe the protocol to keep the generation of waste to the minimum. And I know a number of young entrepreneurs who have come forward as consultants to advise these kind of events, how to observe the green protocol. And I am certain this movement, which is picking up very fast, will have a very definite impact, a positive impact for campaign for a clean Kerala.
What started with national games has now become an enviro-cultural revolution that has resulted in implementing the green protocol culture in the whole of Kerala. Through such programs and campaigning, the environmental consciousness of the people is being awakened, and every day the green protocol is converting more and more minds to adopt responsible waste management practices.
I can now say with 100% honesty that the National Games Green Protocol was a grand success. We have proved that Green Protocol is something which can be done in every nook and corner, which can be made a habit of humanity. I am so happy that I am part of this initiative, the Green Protocol initiative which we did in National Games, which I am sure will be taken forward by the Government of India, Government of Kerala and various other governments and even in international bodies to make sure that this earth will be a better livable one, and despising the disposables one of the biggest priority of every human being to ensure that future generation have a better place to live, and it's a responsibility.
Many such projects are in pipeline, and the mission hopes that all of these endeavors will bring the change that the planet needs.